First you have to do this, then you have to do this, and then you got to do that, and then you have to undo this flap, and then you got to go in there. So that in itself is kind of annoying. Instead of like, I don't know, just a normal flap, you just open it. Hey guys, welcome to my channel. I'm Jess. If you haven't already, please like and subscribe to my channel. I love talking about handbags. I wanted to talk about today 5 handbags I have in my collection that you guys might find extremely annoying. I always get questions asking me like, Jess, should I buy this bag? Or Jess, is this a good deal on the pre-loved market and all this? And well, I want to be honest about some of the handbags I have and whether I think they'd be suitable for most people. I think if you're like a bit of a handbag fanatic, you don't always buy bags for practicality, but I would say, like, as a generalization, perhaps when you get older, you definitely think about like the weight of a bag, the opening of a bag, whether it's secure, and you know, maybe you just buy practical bags that are very easy to style and that sort of thing. But I find for me personally, I sometimes buy bags that are very impractical and they just, I don't know, as long as they can hold my stuff, then I love it. I have 5 handbags I want to share with you today that I think are a little bit annoying. Honestly, I mean, a common one that a lot of people dislike is the Bag 31 or the Her bag from Hermes. This bag honestly is a very easy bag if you just put your stuff in the back zipper, because you know the access back here is very easy and it's also very secure. So if you're in the city and you have like your money in here and everything, it's very hard to steal. I think it's a very secure and practical bag. The big con of this bag is definitely the opening and closing. So the only way I can open and close it very easily is if I crossbody it, and then like I guess you can do this, and then I usually just push this down and open it like that. But the problem is this leather here is very delicate and it's easy to get damaged. So if you're a bit nitpicky about getting your bag damaged, it's just normal for this part of the bag to wear quite significantly, especially if you're always messing around with this. Sometimes I just wear the bag like this, open like that, but I know a lot of people wouldn't like that because they wouldn't find it secure. But the problem is when you close it, you literally have to pull the little sangle bits like this to shut this part, and then you have to like push that down like this, and then you got to do this and this, and that can be, like, to be honest, I don't find it that challenging. I think because this is slightly softened as well, but at first that can be kind of hard to get used to. And yeah, that's why I think a lot of people would find the Her bag annoying. And for me, I feel like it's, I don't know, I really like the look of the bag. It's a really decent size. It fits a lot. Another con would probably be the canvas finish. A lot of people might get scared by that getting dirty because, you know, especially if it's a light colored canvas, then you might find that it gets dusty easily. You might need to lint roll it a bit. You know, getting dirt on it, it might be annoying. But this particular one that I have, it's very thick canvas. It's in the Chris Viking finish. I have had Her bags in the past which were also canvas, but the canvas was kind of thinner and more flexible. This one is like a very thick canvas, so I would super recommend this finish because I feel like it's very durable. I actually really love the Her bag, but those kinds of unpractical features of the bag may annoy you and may deter you from purchasing it. Maybe you would prefer to buy like a big peekaboo or something, or I don't know, some other like, I guess a peekaboo isn't canvas, but you know, something else that is more easy to use. Another Hermes bag which a lot of people rag on is the Gypsy Air bag. Now this one is probably the most it's similar to the Her bag, to be honest, in terms of the opening and the closing. So let me show you guys like, this is not the, like, if your phone is in here and it's ringing, it's going to take you a minute to get it out. So first you have to do this, then you have to do this, and then you got to do that, and then you have to undo this flap, and then you got to go in there. So that in itself is kind of annoying. Instead of like, I don't know, just a normal flap, you just open it. Like, you really got to do a few steps, and then to close it, like this, it looks very ugly in my opinion. Some people like fold this flap on the inside like this. Let me just show you. People just fold it like this on the inside and use it like that with the strap, which is here. I like how the strap is detachable, but I feel like that looks kind of weird, and especially because it gets saggy down here. I just think that I like how the flap is long because it kind of covers this ugly section of the bag. And so just using it like that, it's kind of like, it doesn't look the best. Like, I would prefer to have it fully closed, but then to fully close it, you got to first line this up like that. So you got to do this. And then you got to like put this through here and like that. And you could, technically, you could just leave it like that. That's like not too big a deal. But if you want to like fully do it up, then you got to line that up to there and that to there. Like, it's a lot of fluffing around, which I don't necessarily care because I think this bag is awesome and I love the color. So sometimes, you know, practicality is not everything. And I think as a bag, it's super comfortable to wear. And sometimes I wear it as a shoulder bag. Sometimes I wear it as a crossbody bag. And I love how the strap is detachable. So I really like the Gypsy Air myself, but I think a lot of people would find this a deal breaker, to be honest. And they would just like, yeah, get a massive headache from that. Because I know there's some people who are like me, like they're very just like, you know, just close it open, like they kind of like get it. But there's other people who just like can't figure it out and they just get so frustrated with the opening and closing of a bag, like they just freak the hell out and it just frustrates them to like a different level. So that I think would frustrate some people to like a different level, and that would just completely put them off the bag. Next bag I want to talk about is bags that are like too small. So this bag I've tried to sell a few times. It's actually for sale on my Instagram if you're interested. But the reason why this bag is really annoying is because this is going to really sell it for you guys, is because it doesn't really fit anything. So it does fit an iPhone 12 mini, and it does fit like a very small, it fits like a card holder. But for me, like when I go out, and if it's like a micro bag, it needs to be like a crossbody, because if it's like a little bag like this, it's just like not that, I don't know, it's just like, it's cute to be honest, but I mean the Fendi Micro I think would be more practical, or like the Chanel Micro crossbody bags I think are more practical, but this is just like not something that I think a lot of people would just like grab and go for, whereas a crossbody is, and a crossbody kind of almost acts like a necklace on your outfit, so a micro kind of goes, but then a micro shoulder bag, it's just a bit like, it's not like your ordinary style that one would go for. Now this fits cards, it fits a card holder, cards, a lipstick, and like AirPods, but it won't really fit a phone. So I just find that the capacity of it annoys me, and I never reach for it because I never need a micro shoulder bag. Like, it's just, I would rather just get like a bigger bag that fits, like, I don't know, my makeup. Like, if I wanted a micro bag, I would prefer for like a crossbody. I don't know, that's just me. But anyways, this bag is kind of annoying for me. Next bag that is annoying, but I love it, is this Veru bag from Hermes. Now, the reason why this is annoying is because, for many reasons. The leather is so intimidating. It's so shiny and beautiful that I feel like I'm going to scratch it. And it does have some scratches, which kind of makes me feel better because I know if I scratch it, it already has scratches. But I would say the chain on this, you can get this in like a thicker strap version as well that is like a fabricy material, but the chain on this is really exclusively a shoulder bag. As a crossbody, it's just too short for most people, and I think it looks most elegant as a shoulder, but it just looks very dressy sometimes. And you know, I still wear it casually, but sometimes when you're out and about, you just need a crossbody, and like something like this, it's just too short. Like, you could wear it like this, but that is the only thing that irritates about me about the bag, is mainly the shoulder strap is not the most convenient. And then this, like, it is quite tiny as well. It does fit a phone. It fits more than that Chanel micro bag, but to be honest, it's like the capacity, it's a bit bigger than like a wallet on chain. And like this opening and closing is pretty easy. It's just the fact that the strap is very short and it can't be a crossbody. So some people might find that a complete deal breaker, but I think as a handbag, it is gorgeous. And that's why I bought it, because I just think it's such a dreamy bag. And sometimes you don't always buy things for practicality, and I can kind of survive with just wearing it as a shoulder bag. Hermes Kelly. Now this bag, honestly, the reason I sold this bag in the past is because of the opening and closing was giving me a headache. I used to have this Malachite Kelly, which I really regret selling, but I just went through a phase of just like deleting all my Hermes bags apart from my Picotin, and yeah, that's one of the bags I sold, and I regretted it because I actually think it was a beautiful bag. And then I bought 3 Kellys this year. But the opening and closing of these bags, it's something you really have to get used to. I usually just wear them like this, and then I just like open the bag like that. But you know, some people might find that, like, some people wear it just open like this. I don't personally like wearing it open like that because I don't really think it looks that good, and then also it puts strain back here. And then to close it, you just do that. But then if you want to fully close it, again, you have to like stretch this over to here, which is already really hard because this is a really stiff leather. If it's like a softer leather, it's easier to close, I've noticed. But this one in particular is really hard. Like, you got to do that. And that is, it was just a bit hard to open and close. So if like my phone was ringing in here, I'd have to be like, like, you know, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Like, you know, it's just, instead of just, I don't know, for example, something easier, I would just be like, my phone's ringing. Bam. Like, let me just get it. Like, it's just very... Like, sometimes that's a deal breaker for some people. If it takes you 10 seconds to open a bag, that can be like, you missed a phone call, like, sometimes. Or, like, I don't know, sometimes you just have to get something really urgently. So, if you want to, like, buy a Cali bag, you really have to be patient about the opening and the closing, because that is something that you just have to deal with, unfortunately. Now, me just doing it like that was quite fast, but it's more like, if you like the look of it done up fully, then you have to deal with that, which I think... If you just wear it like this, it's not that challenging. It's not like the gypsier, which kind of just looks good if you do it all the way up. But it is something that I think could be a deal breaker for a lot of people. So I thought I'd point it out because it is such an expensive bag. And, you know, the Birkin, a lot of people prefer it because you can wear it open and it looks good. But the Kelly, I don't think it really looks that good open myself. So yeah, anyways, I hope you found that helpful today if you were considering buying any of those bags. I still love these bags and I'm still gonna wear them, but you know, I kind of put up with these inconveniences sometimes. So yeah, I hope you enjoyed my video and I'll talk to you on my next one. Bye!